So I'm back for my next podcast. I'd like to mention that we're having another really, really slow weekend with these movies. The ride opening up at $15 million. That's something that I expected, but I expected more. No strings attached as well. 13.6 million, and it opened last week really good. It's staying on top. It already passed its budget at 25 million. So all the money that it brings in should let it, grow. I think it's gonna crash out like around 60 to 65 million. Green Hornet, another surprise. My problem with this is the total gross is only 78 million with the budget of 120. So it needs to have another good 2 to 3 more weekends to make back that budget. The Mechanic, 11.5 million. There's no budget on it, so we really don't know how it's gonna end up. But I believe it's gonna crash out like around 60 to 70 million as well. I had a chance to watch Saw 3D, and going forward with that movie series, I see it coming back next year. Now, you may think to yourself, no, they ended the series. They did not end the series at all. The way they ended this movie, you could give Saw a break, let Paranormal Activity do its thing, because as we noticed, Paranormal Activity 1 made about 60 million. Paranormal Activity 2 made a little bit less. So Paranormal Activity should be the last of the series. I don't think they're going to go any more forward because they're afraid of doing what Saw did. Make the first one or two great and then just go down. Just go down. So with that being said, the Saw 3D that I purchased last week, I'd have to say the only thing about it, it just has a movie. I wanted to see, and it has commentaries, but I wanted to see, some scenes, some extra scenes added. I wanted to see an alternate ending. They have a few, but I wanted to see more, because they say this is a final one, alright? You should just bring out everything. Not just give us a bare bones package. That was the only thing that really pissed me off about this DVD. Movie itself, some of the traps were some of those traps were just disgusting as hell. But all in all, this series will come back. There's no doubt the Saw series has to return. Sorry to say it. Sorry if you're not a fan of the series. You would have to watch the first 7 to get the whole concept. If you are a fan of the series, they can bring it back in a way to where you're thinking, why did you say this was a final chapter? You should have just said Saw 7 and given us Saw 8 and then ended it. But you didn't. Bad marketing, of course, by Lionsgate, and this series will return. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Paranormal Activity, that will be the last of that series. Part 3 will probably end it, because I don't see a part 4 in the future. To be honest, their marketing campaign is pretty damn good. The commercials are good. Marketing campaign from a Paranormal is really, really up there. So with that said, Saw DVD gets a 6 out of 10 with all the special features. The movie, since I'm a fan, I'll give it a 7. Could have been a lot better, could have been a lot worse. But other than that, y'all have a good week, and I'll catch up with you next.